Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 4. Today is all about finding motivation within. And there are different ways of doing it. One of the most, I would say, brilliant things to do it is actually you giving yourself a pep talk every morning when you wake up. We have so much power and control over our own lives. Sometimes we forget about it. Sometimes we're caught up in the hamster wheel of life and we just let it tick and go around and around, and then we just forget that, wait, I am actually the one who's living my life right here, right now. So why am I allowing people to speak to me like this, people to do this to me? Why am I doing the things that I do to myself also? Sometimes we are our own source of misery, just to make it a little bit melodramatic here. But instead of focusing on the negative, we're actually focusing on the positives here. So let's just get those negatives out of the way and focus on the positivity that we can gain from all of this. So let's tap in. So the purpose of today, we'll explore the importance of finding motivation within yourself and cultivate a positive mindset. So positive mindset is key, but no way is this a way of bypassing what is the actual challenge behind why you are in a negative state. Now, this is very important. This is not about bypassing or hijacking that negative mindset. Sometimes you need to get to the root cause of why you're stuck in the ways that you're stuck in. So that is, I would say, step number 1. But there is a way of cultivating more positivity in your mindset every single day. So set your intention for the day. Embrace the opportunity to tap into your inner drive and unlock your true potential. So you're behind the steering wheel now, yes? Are you ready? Hit the gas and let's go. So, when it comes to intrinsic motivation, so what is actually intrinsic motivation? It's all about discovering the power of how motivations fuel your actions. So intrinsic motivations is a way that you, for example, speak to yourself, or how other people speak to you and how you apply that to yourself. And this gives you fuel to take action, whether it's a positive action or neutral action or negative action. It depends on what the fuel is, right? So take a moment to identify your core values. Your core values are your beliefs, what you believe in and what truly inspire you. What is your fuel? What is your drive? And it can be a simple thing as your family, or the fact that you want to live a life with more purpose, or that you just want to live a carefree life, or the fact that you want to live a life filled with happiness, joy, prosperous moments. Whatever it is, your core values are what you believe. It's your belief system. So connecting to the purpose of this, it's all about finding alignment between your goals and your deeper sense of purpose. Having goals is one thing, but having a deeper sense of purpose, that is the way to actually live your goals and making your dreams come true. So more on that positive mindset here. So the power of the positivity. Learn how a positive mindset can enhance your motivation and well-being. And with this, I'm actually going to give you a story now. So I was flying to the United States to meet my friend Jenny. We were going to spend a week together in Indianapolis before we would fly to the Zumba Instructor Convention for work. And I was really looking forward to it. We hadn't seen each other in such a long time. So I was super happy, flying. I love to travel. It's no biggie. So on the plane, perfect trip. And then I get to New York. And as a gold member, I have lounge access, which is a positive perk, of course, but I was sitting there for hours waiting for my connecting flight, and all of a sudden a storm hits, and it's a huge storm. So what they tell me in that lounge is that I'm gonna have to stay the night and wait out the storm. Basically, there's nothing else to do. So since I was a gold member, I got a hotel for free, and then I got the transportation to go, and listen to this. I had to travel by train. First, I had to get to the train from the airport. Then by train, I had to travel to a different city to take another flight, to go and take another flight, and then finally make it to Indianapolis. On top of that, my luggage got lost, okay? And we couldn't find out anything about where the luggage has gone. So I was basically, you know, in 48 hours, in the same clothes, in the same underwear, not having anything at all. And coming to Jenny, well, that was a positive. And she's like, why are you so calm in all of this? And I say to her, you know, this is kind of out of my control, right? I got to this point, I got where I had to go, I'm here. So I'm super happy, it's a blessing to be here with you right now. My luggage, you know, things come and go. I can buy new things. Do I have the money to buy new things now? No, not really, but it will sort itself out. Everything happens for a reason. Jenny's husband was a hero. What he did, he was on the phone with the airline non-stop for 4 days, and they finally located my luggage. It was in Guatemala. I don't know how the heck my luggage got transported to Guatemala, but they finally found it and they could send it to Indianapolis. And he kept saying, Brad kept saying, Monica, I don't think your luggage will get here in time for ZinCon. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Everything happens for a reason. It will get here. And he's like, okay. So guess what? The night before, me and Jenny had to go and travel for ZinCon. What happened? I got my luggage. And you know, I could have spent days being miserable of not having any luggage. I could have spent days being miserable of losing a day with Jenny. But I didn't focus on that. I actually focused on the positive things. And guess what? I truly believe that when you cultivate that positive mindset, more positive things happen because you're open to it instead of putting yourself in that negative bubble and negative span, right? So, positive self-talk. Practice affirmations. And I'm going to give you a little tip here because affirmations is something that people talk about a lot. And it's become this new wave of changing your mindset. But I'm going to give you a secret. It will not work unless you go and focus on deeper things. It's not enough you saying, I am enough. It's not enough saying, I am beautiful. It's not enough saying, I am strong. You need to put meaning into that affirmation. For example, I am enough today. Creativity flows through me. And whatever I choose to do today, I will thrive because I choose so. You make it more impactful. You put intention to this. So positive self-talk helps you to overcome challenges and stay motivated. It's all about you being in that positive mindset bubble. When you are open to possibilities, things are bound to happen. It's the same thing if you're in a room and all the windows are closed and the doors are closed. No air is going to come into that room. But when you open up the windows, when you open up the doors, what happens? You get airflow, right? So enough with the analogies. Gratitude practice is also a way to put you in a positive mindset. For me, my gratitude practice is in my journal. I do gratitude practices every single day, and this shifts my perspective. I actually see what I have at that moment in time. And remember, change is the only constant. Things change. But if you learn to be grateful for the small things that you have right now, again, you're increasing your motivation to be open to more beautiful things happening to you. So here it's also important for you to identify the external sources. Recognize the external factors that inspire and drive you. And external factors, external sources can be people, it can be activities, it can be nature, whatever surrounds you basically. So I can already tell you, for me, yes, I get inspired by people. It's a beautiful thing. But what is my ultimate source is actually nature. Whenever I'm out in the forest, or whenever I am out by the sea, whenever I am under the sun, I get inspiration and fuel and energy that drives me. And it's such a huge thing, because yesterday we were stuck in the apartment all day, working on finishing the balance program. And I can feel it today. I can feel it in my system today that I wasn't out in the sun yesterday. So today I know I need to get out there. I need to take that moment for myself, because if I keep giving, I will not have the energy to keep on giving. I also need energy back, right? So tapping into your intrinsic motivations, explore different activities and goals that align with your passions and values. So for example, what are your passions? What are your values? And how can you align these activities and goals? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Make sure that you schedule that then, yes? Do you want to have more time in nature? What's holding you from actually going out in nature? And let's talk about visualization. Visualization is such a powerful thing. When you use visualization techniques to envision achieving your goals and boost motivation, again, you are opening yourself up for more success, for more energy. So instead of being in that state of victim mode, oh, I'm so tired today, oh, I cannot do it, oh, I am in so much pain today, I'm not taking away that from you. All of that is valid. But if you keep focusing on those points, that will be your main focus throughout the day. You need to bring yourself out of that to bring yourself into the positive things that actually happen and occur in your life. So here is your progression assignment. Remember the homework that we talk about? I want you to take action steps here. Reflect on your intrinsic motivations and positive mindset. Identify at least one action you can take today to align with your motivations and cultivate a positive outlook. So here is a suggestion. Consider activities like setting specific goals, practice gratitude, or engaging in positive self-talk. For example, can you go throughout today and talk about yourself in a positive way? Like I always have a tendency, whenever I see myself in the mirror, I'm noticing that my old pattern coming back from my teenage years, that I talk down to myself, and this is not a good thing. So this is for me working with that limiting belief from my teenage years. So positive self-talk, how can you talk to yourself in a better way today? Practicing gratitude. Can you just grab your journal and write down 3 things that you're grateful for today? It's that easy. Can you do this every morning when you wake up, or is this something that you want to do in the end of the day? And by doing this, you're also seeing your pattern. What are you focusing on? What is your biggest gratitude focus? What is the same thing that keeps coming back every single day? That's you, your insight, your intellect telling you what are the things that make you the most happy. You don't have to go to a shrink to find this out. It's all inside of you, my friends. So by doing this, by tracking your gratitude, by tracking your behavior, by tracking your positive self-talk, you're setting yourself up for a different outtake, a different way of seeing life. So write it down, journal about your reflections and the specific action step or steps you plan to take, and track that progress. Keep a record of your actions and monitor your progress in maintaining motivation. I mean, since you're doing this challenge, why not go for it? Do a 7 days of tracker. Choose what you want to track. Track gratitude, track your actions, track your self-talk. Whatever your motivation is, choose what you want to track and find out what is your pattern. When you identify your pattern, it's going to be so much easier to change the way that you choose to live. So, we're now going to do a grounding practice together. And this grounding practice is all about you grounding yourself into your body. It's not a meditation. It's not about going into some type of spiritual realm. No, it's you identifying where you are in your life right now. So it's about you connecting with your body, you listening to your body, and you hearing what your body has to say to you. We don't listen enough, my friends. There's a reason why we actually say that the body has signals, and when sometimes it signals pain. That's the most easiest identifier, pain. That is basically, it has to go so far, my friends, for us to actually listen to our body. Either we get sick or either we have pain. That's the first time we actually, oh no, what is happening? Something is wrong with me. But if you learn to ground yourself into your body every single day, if you just listen to what is happening inside of your body, you can identify your pattern again. So allow yourself to sit back comfortably. You can choose here, you can choose to have your eyes open, but if you have your eyes open, I want you to focus on one point. So you can focus on one point and you can keep your vision, your eyes on this. If you choose to close your eyes, it's going to be easier for you to go inside, but it's completely up to you, whatever feels comfortable for you. And now the first thing I want you to do is just take 3 deep breaths. Let's inhale together. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And go back to your normal breath. And ask yourself this question: when was the last time you actually allowed yourself just to breathe and focus on your breath? So now when you are in your natural breath, can you identify if it's shallow, if it's deep? Are you breathing through your chest? Or does your breath go all the way down into your stomach? Or is your chest or breath a little bit higher up? Where is your breath? Where is the center of your breath in your body today? Try to find that focus. Try to identify where your breath is coming from today. And now I just want you to ask yourself, why? And the why, it doesn't have to be an analysis of why. Just ask yourself the question, why is your breath the center of your breath where it is today? Is there a reason for it? And remember, it doesn't have to be positive, doesn't have to be neutral, it doesn't have to be negative. Whatever it is, just identify it, see it for what it is, and just acknowledge it. It's okay, this is where my breath is today, now I know. It's you identifying your body's signals. And if you feel that you want to change something, if you want to deepen your breath, or you want to activate your breath a little bit more, you can do this right now. So just with an intention, see if you can breathe a little bit deeper. So if you can inhale a little bit longer, see if you can exhale a little bit longer. Whatever you choose to do, do it from a place of compassion and kindness to your body. And now that you have acknowledged and that you have played with the length or the depth of your breath, I want you to come back to your body, and I want you to focus on the top of your head. The top of your head. And let's see if we can shift that focus. You're not going to do anything but just focus. Focus on focus points, top of your head. And let's go down through your face, backside of your head, chin, your throat, your neck. Let's shift that focus to your shoulders, and let's stop there. Did you identify any tension, any stiffness, any soreness? If you did, again, see it, hear it, and just acknowledge it. Like, okay, now I know that my neck is a little bit sore today. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't go deeper than that. Let's move past the shoulders. Let's go to your chest. We've been in our chest, but let's go to the chest again. And from the chest, let's go out to our limbs. So the arms, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, fingers. Did you identify anything there? Any soreness, any stiffness? And again, whatever it is, just see it, hear it, acknowledge it, and let's move on. From here, I want you to shift your focus to your back. So the scapula, going down through your spine to the lower back, tailbone, sit bones, and all of the muscles in and around your back and your sit bones. Can you identify any tension, any stiffness, any soreness there? And again, see it, acknowledge it, and let's move on. We're going to keep going through the back of the body, so through your hamstrings, down through your calves, going to those ankles, to the feet, soles of your feet, your toes. Let's stop there and review. Was there any soreness, any stiffness, any tightness? Just see it and acknowledge it for what it is. And let's move on. Let's focus back on the front now, going through the shins, the knees, up through the quads, your thighs, inner thighs, outer thighs, focusing on your belly, and let's stay there in the belly button. And again, did you identify any tension, any stiffness, any soreness, whatever it is? Just see it for what it is and acknowledge it, and come back to your belly. And I want you to stay there for a little while. And if you feel comfortable, put one hand on your belly. Just feel it. Feel that physical connection between the palm of your hand and your belly. How does your belly feel today? You know, our gut, our instincts, our intuition. Whenever something feels wrong, whenever something feels iffy or offbeat, it's usually our stomach that tells us that. So how about you shift your focus today into how does it actually feel in your stomach today? You can choose to do it in a physical way or energetic way. Whatever you choose, how does it feel today? What is it telling you today? And again, without going too deep, just see it for what it is, acknowledge it, and let's come back to that chest. Let's go through the sternum and we shift our focus on our heart, our emotions, the place of our emotions. What are your emotions telling you today? Can you choose a state of emotion that you want to be in today? If we are made out of energy, and if energy is around us, and this is a no-brainer, this is science, friends. We are energy. Our movement is energy. Everything around us is constantly moving. What is that emotional state that you choose to be in today? Can you ground that emotion into your heart? And whenever you lose that emotion throughout the day, take one deep breath, go back to your heart and remind yourself of that chosen emotion and see if you can bring it back. And yes, external factors matter, but in the end, it's how you take action on the external factors that matter. Things will keep happening to us. That's part of life. But how we take action on it, that is the key, my friends. So now let's take one more deep breath together. We're going to inhale through our nose and out through our mouth. Inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just bring yourself back to here and now. And good job. Good job for taking that time for yourself, for connecting with your body. So remember, whatever you take action on today, whatever you choose to do today, set yourself up from a place of a positive mindset. Remember your progression assignment, share your outtakes in the group, and I will see you all tomorrow.